DIY balloon art and market with balloons. And today we're gonna make a rocking horse fascinator. This one is so much fun. It's perfect for baby showers, baby reveals, baby announcements, horse enthusiasts, little kids, big kids, well, pretty much anybody. All right, so here we go. To start with, we have we've already made our fascinator base, which I've shown you in another video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go find the video of balloon hat techniques, and it will teach you how to make this balloon fascinator base. Okay, so now we have a balloon here that is, let's see, I would say it's inflated, leaving probably about a 5-inch tail, 5 or 6-inch tail. It also has a good burp. It's pretty squishy. And to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 pinch twists in, okay? So we're twisting this off, and then we're going to grab that nozzle and twist. Okay, so now it kind of looks like an ear or a bean or something like that. And then we're going to do it again here, just like that. Okay, so now we have 2, and this kind of becomes the horse's mouth. Okay, and now we're going to go back, I'd say probably about 3 inches, something like that, just like that. And now we're going to do 2 more pinch twists, and this is going to be the ears. 1 and 2. So you do want those to be, relatively the same size. Okay, so now you can see we're going to kind of position it. We have the horse's mouth, we have the horse's ears. Give that another, okay? And so now we're going to come down and we're going to do the horse's neck. So we want about that much. So, probably just like a comfortable 4-finger spread and grab it. Now the thing is, when you're twisting balloons, the proportions, as long as you keep them the same to you, right? So whatever your 4-finger spread is, that's always going to be the same. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine. Okay, so, and now we're going to do, this is, about my thumb down and then a little bit. Or, let's see, about, I guess also maybe like a 3.5-finger spread. And, okay, so now I'm controlling this bubble. I've twisted off this bubble. I'm going to measure back so that I have it matching, and then I'm going to twist, okay? So just like you would make dog legs, right? And that's going to be the horse's legs. So you can kind of see him starting to take place, shape up here. And we're going to give him just a short little body, and then we're going to match these legs in the back. So just like that. Okay? And now I'm going to put the tail through because I want to lock it, and I'm going to be popping this bubble off later once I make the other tail, okay? So for now we have it just like this. Okay? So you see? There he is. You could stop here, but we don't want to do that. Why would we do that? All right, so instead we're going to take another 260. Now, this one also, I have probably about a 3-4-inch tail on it. It doesn't matter, you're not going to use the whole balloon. You have opportunities that you could deflate it or reinflate it later, because we're going to use part of it for his mane and part of it for his tail. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this nozzle and we're basically going to wrap it around his ears, just like so. Okay? And now we're going to make 4 small little bubbles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Okay, and now I want to wrap this around his head. Now the easiest way to do this is if you hold his body and you hold the last bubble, right? So I have my chain of 4 here, and here's the next one, and I'm going to grab the bubbles and I'm going to grab his neck and I'm going to twist them all together, right? So I'm not trying to rotate all of his whole body or get this big long piece going around it or anything like that. I'm just rotating and twisting the neck and the bubbles together. Okay, and now I'm going to make another chain of 4 going back up. So basically the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now I'm going to wrap it around the ears. So this time I am actually going to kind of wrap this, around it. And it's a little bit squeaky here, so, I'm kind of wrapping it around the head and then around the ears. And I like to sew it in and make it really tight. Okay, now as you can see, it's kind of like spreading out like that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and kind of close it, and I'm just going to take the bottom 4 and twist them together. And I'm going to twist them twice. 1, 2. Okay, so you see now that kind of like makes that more solid and closes it down like that. We could leave it like that, but I want to go down one more time, just because I can, and it looks cute. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can see this is getting very tight here. That's okay, because this is all I need to do. And just like I did before, now I'm gonna grab the bubbles, grab the head, twist them all together. 1, 2, 3, and now I'm also gonna kind of like bring it around a couple of times just to make sure it's like good and tight. And then I'm gonna get rid of this, okay? Now, notice that I'm still holding it. I didn't just let go of it and let it fly. Tempting as that might be, because I need to use it for the tail. So I'm actually gonna let some of the air out because I've got too much in there, and I don't need this much. Okay, so you see like it's getting noticeably thinner and squishier. And then I'm gonna tie it off, and all I need in it now is 2 little pinch twists. So you see I've got like some extra room here. So I'm gonna make, and these pinch twists are actually gonna be a little bit hard to make because you've got less pressure, and the balloon, since it's kind of been stretched before, it might wanna give you a little bit of a hard time. But just make it do what you want. Or if it really won't, go ahead and take out another balloon. I won't tell anyone. All right, so 1 and 2. Okay, and there we go. So we have our 2 pinch twists, and now we're gonna kind of shape this part by kind of making like an S curve. So you see I'm just kind of curving it like that and squeaking it like that. And so that'll kind of take that shape. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to lay it next to the tail, and we're going to wrap those bubbles around the tail, like that. And then we're going to wrap those bubbles through the legs. And then we're going to wrap the tail around the bubbles. So like I said, I like to build really stably, so we're like sewing it through and really making it foolproof. Okay, now what about this bubble, you're wondering? We are not giving our horse extra parts. We're going to cut this off. And then we'll use this string and further tie it through. And then make sure when you're done with it that you cut the remainder of this off. Really, do it. Okay, so then we're just gonna kind of arrange those 2 little bubbles so that they'll hold his tail tight. Okay, and arrange his lips so that they're pointing the right way. And then I'm just going to, let's see, where is my pen? I just keep losing my pen. There we go. I'm just gonna draw some little eyes on there. And I'm not the world's best drawer, so I'm keeping it real simple with the eyes. Just like that. And then I see I have this extra little nozzle hanging out here. I'm just gonna kind of hide that. All right, so this is cute. We could just leave it like this, but we wanna make it a rocking horse. So I have here a brown 160. You could use any color really. I'm just using brown because I remember when I was a kid, I think my rocking horse must have been brown. And we want to make it so that it kind of brings in the legs just a little bit, right? So we're going to do about right here, okay? So you see I have this, and what I'm going to do, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'm going to open up those legs and put it through until where it's twisted, and then bring it out like that. Okay, and now I'm actually going to measure it off to the other side of the balloon here, just like that. And I hope you can see what I'm doing because it's kind of tough to do it all backwards. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to tie this off. And now I'm going to bring this to these other, to these front legs here, and kind of sew it in and tie it on. Squeak, 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 squeak. Sew this through. Hey, happy birthday. Okay, I lost my scissors. Not a big deal. All right. Don't tell. All right, and then we're just gonna kind of like bend this a little bit. Okay, so now here we have the rocking horse. And we've got our Fascinator base here. And so all we're gonna do is we just kind of want to tie it into the middle. And so you can either tie it on one side or both sides, but you do kind of want to put it in the middle so that you get that rocking horse shape out of it. And now this is important. You don't want to tie it so tight that it's like bending into this or biting into this too much. You just kind of want it like a nice clean little tie. And if you don't want it to show, then you could use the same color as your rockers. And since I lost my scissors, don't tell. Okay. And so there we go. We have a super cute little rocking horse fascinator. And I have my model Nikki here, who's going to show you what it looks like on someone's head. And so, there we go. How cute is that, right? Anyways, if you like it, be sure to like this video, comment on the video, tell me what you think, tell me what else you want to see. I'm making videos every single week, so I want to hear from you guys what you want to learn. And of course, subscribe to my channel and pass it on to a friend. Thank you so much. Until next week with another edition of Who Wants to Learn a Balloon?